Imagine tucking your 3-year-old into bed, kissing their forehead goodnight, and then less sound, no struggle, just an empty bed. That is the nightmare Kate and Jerry McCann have lived every single hidden truth right now. Join thousands of others in keeping these cases alive, because silence only protects the guilty. The McCann family arrived in Praia da Luz, Portugal. They came with friends, planning a relaxing week of swimming, sightseeing, and group dinners. But on that fateful Thursday evening, joy turned to horror. At 8:30 p.m., the parents put their children to bed in the ground floor apartment. Like many parents on holiday, they decided to dine with friends nearby, checking on the children. 9:05, Jerry peeks in, all 3 kids fast asleep, or someone else entirely. To this day, no one knows. The story exploded onto the world's front pages. News stations broadcast urgent appeals. Celebrities spoke out. Even David Beckham pleaded on live television in Spain. The McCanns themselves launched a global campaign within days. Posters, press conferences, interviews, they refused to let Madeleine's name slip away. Kate McCann later said, "It's been much, much greater than we ever imagined. We've had a huge amount of support and goodwill. The Pope himself blessed Madeleine's picture. Governments pledged help. And ordinary families across the world lit candles, hoping for her safe return. But even with thousands of leads pouring in, investigators struggled to make sense of the chaos. Stop for a second. 18 years, 18 birthdays, 18 Christmas mornings without their daughter. If you believe no parent should ever endure this, subscribe to Hidden Truth and share this story. Because every view, every share, helps keep pressure on those who still know the truth." At first, sympathy poured in for the McCanns. But as weeks turned into months, whispers of suspicion began. Why did they leave the children alone? Were their statements consistent? Why were there gaps in the timeline? Portuguese police eventually named Kate McCann a suspect. The media pounced, painting the parents not as grieving victims, but as potential criminals. Kate later told Oprah, "I can persecute myself every day about that. I feel awful that we went there. But we would never have put them at risk." Years later, Scotland Yard formally cleared both parents. They were not suspects. They were parents living a nightmare. But while public attention fixated on them, the real investigation falls. Then don't just feel it. Act. Subscribe to Hidden Truth. Join our community that pushes back against silence, incompetence, and cover-ups. Together we fight for the voiceless. Today, if alive, Madeleine would be 22 years old. An entire adulthood. Stolen. Her parents still mark each anniversary. They light candles. They update their website. They remind the world that she is more than a headline. She is their daughter. Scotland Yard has stated clearly, the parents are not suspects. They are victims of a crime. We are doing all we can to bring resolution. So don't walk away and forget. Subscribe to Hidden Truth. Comment where you're watching from. Share this story. And join us in building a community that refuses to let missing children vanish. Because one day someone somewhere might know the truth. And maybe, just maybe, you will be the reason it comes out. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more information.